quite old school. I think it's nice to have a body of work. Yeah, we just try and make as many good songs as we can and as least shit ones as possible, you know what I mean? So that's it really. We just have a kind of we trust our instincts, we trust our ears, and that's why you guys hear what you hear. Simple as. Okay, how do you decide harsh screaming vocals and clean vocals in a song? Just kind of listen to what the song is telling me as the main kind of vocal writer of the band. I just, usually when I hear a soundtrack, because we like to write the music first, there's not really been a point in the career where I write vocals and melodies and lyrics not to a track. I find it really weird. I like to be inspired by the music, and that will dictate where my kind of head is at when I'm writing it. And things just fall into place naturally. And yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those natural instincts as a songwriter. I just kind of know when the dynamic of the song should lift, when it should kind of come down a little bit. And that kind of dictates where the vocals go, really, It's sometimes there's an exception to the rule, like a song like Knives. You kind of usually wouldn't have the verses the way they are and the chorus aggressive like that. But that's just how the song came out, wasn't it? We just listened to the song, and that's what came out. So, being in the more metalcore kind of sound that we do, the balance between clean and aggressive vocals is kind of the bread and butter of the sound, you know what I mean? So it's just something we've always done from day one, and yeah, I just kind of listen to the song, and wherever musically it takes me, dictates where the vocals go.
One song you'd like to cover? Ooh. Sorry? Green Door? Shakin' Stevens, Green Door? No. Probably do something like completely different, do you know what I mean? Like a pop song or something. I don't know, Backstreet Boys maybe? I don't know. I'm serious. Into something different, do you know what I mean? Jen knows the score, like, let's go. But yeah, like something, that's not metal or rock. Just goes complete, yeah, just go something, completely different, like a pop song. I don't know, I'm trying to think of another one. I'm not really into like the new age pop. I'm more of like a 90s pop, and I don't know. I'm a Backstreet Boy. So yeah. What song is closest to home for each member? From Eric Johnson. I guess for me it's 10 years today, because it's written about a friend of ours who passed away years and years ago. But only for that reason, most of the others are kind of fictional, is that fictional, yeah. Yeah, that's the only one that's sort of the most close to me, because it's it's about somebody I knew and stuff like that. But what about you guys? I mean, Hearts Bursting the Fire, still a pretty good message, do you know what I mean? And this, being on the road, for a couple of months, we played down the last album cycle, and yeah, just kind of, obviously with the lyrics and the music, I think that one really hits home.
For me, having written the majority of the vocals and the lyrics, I have a special place for them all. I think if I had to not pick a song, but a moment where I kind of put way more of myself into a record, it would be on the Gravity album. That's when I decided to kind of just pour my heart out into my art and let everyone see a bit more on the inside of, what was going on in my life, how vulnerable everyone is, including what you maybe perceive us to be with like the rock star thing, is that we're just the same as you guys, we're all normal, we're all human. We all go through bullshit, and yeah, that was an album which, it took a lot of courage for me to kind of open up as much as I did on that one, but I'm glad I did, and it's probably my favorite Bullet album to date, and that's probably why. It's the most personal, and it's kind of the one that means the most to me personally. So.
It's a difficult one. I like all the aggressive songs, which obviously don't take me home because I've got kids and a nice fluffy family. But, bastards, that's a good one. I don't know, coma, because that's what I'll end up being in when I finish this tour.
Right, guys, time for 2 more questions.
Which part of the tour has been your favourite so far? Well, I mean, it takes a lot to beat Omaha, right?
Let's go.
No, I mean, you know, the great thing about touring America is the variety. So we started in Vancouver and then went down the West Coast and then into the desert and, you know, into the farmland. And now we're here, the weather's shit. It's just crazy. It feels like we've been around the world in 3 weeks so far. So it's everywhere's got its high points, and people are so different as well from state to state, and it makes the gigs different. And obviously doing the Q&A with you guys is fantastic because we get to know you and get a feel for the area. So it's hard to choose a favourite. It's